Yeah, I don't know if you remember me. My name's Bob. I was looking at a car, and you gave me your card. Y'all were a little busy in there. I was wondering if you still had any of those in.
Remind me one more time.
Well, I was looking at a Camry and an Avalon, and I'm trying to decide between them. It's really for my wife more than anything.
That's right. I do still have Camrys, and I have three Avalons. I have two Avalon TRDs, and I have an Avalon hybrid. Tell me again what you specifically were looking for.
Well, she sometimes has a hard time getting up and down in my truck, so I was going to get her a car, but she has kind of dizzy spells and things like that. So I wanted to make sure that if something happened when she was driving down the road, that the car would kind of like stop.
So we do have Toyota Safety Sense standard on our vehicles, which means, well, especially in the Camry, the Avalon doesn't have the newest system. The Camry has the newest and best system. So the Camry's going to have Safety Sense 2.5, and pretty much what that's going to give you is going to give you pre-collision braking. So if she were to faint, pass out, and she's rolling towards another car, and the car doesn't think she's going to stop, it will stop. Um, and then the other thing being, you got lane centering. So when you cross that center line, it pulls you back in, and it keeps you in the middle of your lane. It centers you right dead in the middle. So, I mean, probably about as good as you're going to get safety-wise for anything like that unless you go up to like a Tesla or a luxury vehicle.
Okay, yeah, because she's had some trouble with that, and I've been trying to make sure that we just think about these things as we buy new stuff. We bought a new stove, and it's got some kind of feature on there where the gas won't stay on. So, we've just been trying to think about that, and we want to make sure that that it might help prevent any problems. Of course, she's going to the doctor about it. She might be all right.
Right. Well, I mean, I think that that's probably going to be the best helper that's available to have would be a safety system like that. Because, like I said, if she crosses the center line or something like that, it's going to pull her back in. And if it thinks she's about to hit a car, the car will stop.
What about like backing over things? Because we had a little dog. Unfortunately, he's gone now because she backed over him, and we're just trying to make sure nothing like that happens again.
Well, so Toyotas come standard with a backup camera.
Okay.
So you always got the vision of the backup camera on these vehicles. Um, and in worst case scenario, say she were to get into a wreck, hit someone, airbag deployed, the car will call for help, and it'll send the location of the vehicle as well on Florida
Okay.
Safety Connect.
Now, do you have to pay extra for that? Is that something you pay like on a monthly basis or annual basis?
Safety Connect comes with the car
Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, that sounds good. Now, I
for a
didn't
year,
mention.
I believe.
Oh, okay. Um, I didn't mention it, but she's had some medical issues. She's had some incontinence and things like that. What kind of seats does this thing have? Are they waterproof or stain proof or anything? Are they treated with anything?
So if you get one that has Toyota Platinum, it does have an interior sealant. Um, Depending on the trim level, the LE is going to have a fabric seat, so that's probably not going to be the best for that. SE has a multimedia seat, so it's kind of got a suede middle and then like a leatherette on the outside. If you went to an XSE or an XLE, you do get leather in that.
Okay. Now, but with the leather, would it repel anything like that, or should I try to, we're going to put something on the seats probably if she's still having these problems. But I was just wondering if I should worry about it a lot or add something to it, or should we Scotch guard it or something like that?
Well, so if it has 12-guard platinum on it, pretty much it's already scotch guarded. Um, the only thing that I might be concerned about is if you were to get like an XSE or something that has ventilated seats, it's going to have perforations in the leather.
Oh, okay. Is that one of them with like the air conditioned seats that cool off and stuff?
Correct. and that's not standard on those. But all the upper trims typically do have those perforated seats.
Okay, we'll have to. I mean, I've got rolls of plastic or something like that. I could, if I have to, I'll just tape it around there. We just trying to, I'm just trying to make sure that she gets something that, works with her lifestyle now. I mean, 20 years ago,
Yeah, I
30 years
understand that.
ago, we'd have been talking about a whole nother set of issues and things to prepare for. But now, unless
Right.
she gets these things corrected for, in a doctor, and I'm just trying to make sure that this might be the last car I buy her. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that I think about everything and put thought into it.
I understand that. I definitely understand that.
All these cars have got so many bells and whistles on them now that they're great and all, but you got to think about different stuff. I mean, my truck, it's got a little button that got the light flashing because I got some mud in there and some kind of way it got wet. And you just don't think about that when you used to driving them older vehicles.
Right. And you are backed by Toyota's bumper to bumper for 3 years, 36,000 miles, and that's your electronics and things like that as well.
I got you. Now, what have
And you
you?
do have the option to extend that.
Is there anything else you think I should plan for? I mean, have you ever had any other customers have issues after something like this, like with medical issues or anything? Have you ever seen anything? Maybe something I could uh, be careful about or watch out for
Not,
with her?
not that they have expressed to me, but I mean, I think like the lane departure assist, the lane departure warning, things like that. I think that probably is important for you. The pre-collision braking, all those things are going to be really helpful in those kind of situations.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm certainly considering that. Now she's got some kind of hardware that's going to have to be installed on the vehicle too, because she got a DUI a while back and she needs one of them breathalyzer things to start it. Does y'all's what is it, maintenance department? Do they do anything like that, or do I need to take it to someone who specially does that?
I think that you have to take it to someone who specializes in that. I believe that that is something that certain locations are authorized by the state to do because it is a state regulated thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that might be how she did it last time. See, she gets to drinking a little heavy, and that along with the medical issues she's already got, it's just a hell to keep insurance on anything for her. But I want to get her a new car.
Right, right. Now let me ask you this: do you have a price point you're trying to stay between?
Well, the last car I bought her, I think it was like 21,000, and that was a little high. But nowadays that's pretty standard. That's kind of low end. So
Yeah, that is low.
I'd like to keep it
That's one
below
for them to roll
50.
up.
Yeah, I'd like to keep it below 50 if we can, but it's one of them
Oh, I mean,
things.
a Camry's definitely below 50. I'd say mid 30s if everything's said and done.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be paying on it for a while probably, I guess. If she don't wreck it, like I said, I really, talking to you, thinking about all these problems, I'm kind of thinking I might not even want to get her a new car, but it's the safety features that she really needs, because at least maybe if she gets out there and gets hammered and starts passing out from her epilepsy or whatever they calling it now, maybe it'll keep her in the lane at least. Maybe keep her from running somebody
Right,
over.
right. Or yeah, I mean, it does. They all have pedestrian detection as well.
Yeah. Okay. So if someone's walking across the road, what if they just dart out in front of her? Would it maybe stop then?
It'll stop, and if not, it'll slow down to the point where it's not going to severely hurt them.
Okay. Yeah, because she was driving up. Hell, I believe it was 41 there. She was driving up, and somebody walked out, and they didn't even really. I mean, they didn't really jump out in front of her. They just stepped out there in the crosswalk, and she got nervous and slammed into a telephone pole. That was 4 or 5 years ago in our daughter's
Oh,
car. Yeah, and I tell you, I don't even know how she did it. It kind of pissed me off, to be honest with you.
well, geez. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the safety technology kind of prevents that from happening.
Yeah, I sure
I
hope
kind
so.
of,
I know they've done a lot, but we ain't going that Tesla. I don't want no electric car. You know, you get these electric cars, and I told you I had a button quit working in my truck just because I got a little mud in there. Good Lord, I can't even imagine what would happen with a Tesla car. It's liable to get wet, and I mean, I don't even know how that whole
right,
thing works, and I ain't trying to restart learning how to do stuff on a car because it's electric.
right.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me about it. So you're thinking the Avalon or the Camry would be better for her with
I'm,
those features.
I'm thinking the Camry. The Camry's got a little bit better safety sense. They're phasing the Avalon out, so they've really stopped putting their latest and greatest technology into it.
Oh, really? I
But I
didn't
mean,
know that.
obviously the Camry, yeah, full size cars just aren't. They just don't sell like they used to.
Yeah. Well, the gas is going up and all that too. And yeah. Well, we may come in
Right.
there. Are you gonna be around this weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. I'll be here tomorrow.
Now, all the stuff I told you, she gonna be able to test drive that car, or is it out of the cards? Because I know I
Yeah,
said she's got some medical
I'll
issue.
let her.
Okay, all right then. Well, you know, we'll try to drop by there. What time you gonna be there, Saturday or Sunday?
I'm not here Sunday. I'll be here Saturday from 8:30 to 8. We open at 9 on Saturday.
Oh wow, those are some hours you're putting in there. Okay, well,
Yeah, it's long hours.
I'll try to drop by and I'll make sure we wait to talk to you because you gave me your card and y'all were real busy when I come in there before, and I wanted to make sure that I followed up with you, and I really liked y'all's dealership. So I'll stop by there
Well, thank you. I
sometime.
appreciate that.
She'll probably be out of the hospital in the morning, and I'll try to bring her by there, and then we'll test drive
Okay.
it because she got into a little incident. What was it, Wednesday night, I think it was. So we gotta come by there and bring her and see if she likes the car. I may not even let her test drive it because I don't know. I kind of worry about it thinking about it. But we can come in there and see if she likes it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time there. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great
Yeah,
afternoon.
Bob, you were. Hey, you too. I appreciate you calling me back.
Well, thank you. You have a
Hope you
good
enjoy the
day.
rest of your day.
Yes, sir. And we'll see you this weekend.